In a world obsessed with results, it's easy to tie your sense of worth and motivation directly to outcomes. But what if you could stay passionately driven without letting the pressure of results control your happiness or focus? Learning to detach from outcomes means shifting your energy from fixating on what will happen to embracing the process and growth itself. In this way, you keep your inner fire alive while freeing yourself from anxiety, disappointment, and burnout. Let's explore how to balance ambition and detachment so you can pursue your goals with relentless drive, yet stay grounded no matter what unfolds. Today we will talk about how to detach from outcomes without losing drive. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the paradox of effort and attachment. Detaching from outcomes isn't about apathy or giving up on your goals. It's a nuanced practice that recognizes the paradoxical nature of human effort. We're taught from a young age that hard work directly leads to success. While effort is undeniably crucial, and overemphasis on a specific outcome can often become a source of immense stress, anxiety, and even paralysis. When our happiness and sense of self-worth become inextricably linked to a particular result, landing the promotion, winning the championship, or achieving a certain financial milestone, we create a fragile foundation. This attachment makes us susceptible to despair when things don't go our way and can even diminish the joy of the process itself. The core of this detachment lies in shifting our focus from the final destination to the journey. We must learn to invest fully in the process, the daily habits, the consistent effort, the small improvements, while simultaneously releasing our grip on the precise way things are supposed to unfold. This isn't a passive surrender but an active choice to find fulfillment in the work itself, regardless of the external validation it may or may not bring. 2. Cultivating a growth mindset. The concept of a growth mindset, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is a powerful antidote to outcome attachment. A fixed mindset believes that our abilities are static and unchangeable. In this view, failure is a reflection of our inherent limitations, and we avoid challenges to protect our fragile ego. A growth mindset, on the other hand, believes that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. From this perspective, challenges are opportunities for learning, and setbacks are valuable feedback rather than insurmountable obstacles. By adopting a growth mindset, we shift our focus from "Am I good enough to succeed?" to "What can I learn from this experience?" This reframing allows us to embrace the messy, imperfect reality of growth. We become more interested in the acquisition of skills and knowledge than in the immediate external validation of an outcome. This intrinsic motivation, the desire to learn and improve for its own sake, is a far more sustainable and powerful driver than the fleeting satisfaction of a successful outcome. 3. The role of mindfulness and presence. Detaching from outcomes is deeply connected to the practice of mindfulness and being present. Our minds often get stuck in a cycle of future-oriented worry. What if I fail? Or past-oriented regret. I should have done things differently. This mental time travel robs us of our ability to engage fully with the task at hand. Mindfulness techniques, such as meditation or simply paying close attention to our breath, help us anchor ourselves in the present moment. When we're fully present, we're not distracted by the potential future rewards or punishments associated with an outcome. Instead, we can dedicate our full attention and energy to the current task. This focus not only improves the quality of our work, but also allows us to find joy and meaning in the simple act of doing. The carpenter finds fulfillment in the smooth grain of the wood, not just the finished cabinet. The writer finds satisfaction in the flow of words, not just the published book. This presence is the wellspring of true drive, a deep intrinsic motivation that doesn't depend on external validation. 4. Embracing failure as a stepping stone. The fear of failure is a major driver of attachment to outcomes. We cling to a specific result because the alternative, failure, seems unbearable. To detach from this fear, we must fundamentally change our relationship with failure. Instead of viewing it as the opposite of success, we must see it as an essential and unavoidable part of the learning process. Every successful person has a long list of failures and setbacks. They didn't avoid failure, they learned from it and used it as a stepping stone. When we embrace failure, we remove its power to paralyze us. We become more willing to take risks, experiment, and step outside our comfort zones, knowing that even if we don't succeed, we'll gain valuable insights. This resilience is a hallmark of truly driven individuals. They don't give up in the face of adversity because they see it as a normal and expected part of the journey. This perspective is a powerful tool for maintaining drive, as it transforms a potential roadblock into a learning opportunity. 5. The importance of self-compassion. When we're overly attached to outcomes, a negative result can trigger a cascade of self-criticism and shame. We might tell ourselves we're not smart enough, talented enough, or worthy enough. This internal dialogue is not only painful, but also completely counterproductive. It drains our motivation and makes us hesitant to try again. The practice of self-compassion is the antidote. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a good friend in a similar situation. It means recognizing that being imperfect, making mistakes, and failing are all part of the shared human experience. Instead of beating ourselves up for a setback, we can acknowledge the pain, offer ourselves comfort, and then ask, what can I learn from this? This approach preserves our energy and psychological well-being, allowing us to maintain our drive and continue our journey with a renewed sense of purpose and resilience. 6. Separating your self-worth from your performance. At the heart of the attachment to outcomes is the dangerous conflation of self-worth with performance. We start to believe that our value as a person is directly tied to our achievements. This is a precarious position to be in. If our self-worth is a stock market, then every success is a bull market, and every failure is a crash. A healthy sense of self-worth is stable and unconditional. It doesn't fluctuate based on external events. To achieve this, we must consciously work to separate our identity from our accomplishments. We are more than our jobs, our accolades, or our bank accounts. Our worth comes from our inherent humanity, our kindness, our integrity, and our willingness to try, learn, and grow. By building our self-worth on this solid, internal foundation, we can pursue our goals with passion and intensity, knowing that our value is not at stake. 7. The joy of the unpredictable journey. Ultimately, detaching from a specific outcome allows us to embrace the joy of the unpredictable journey. Life rarely follows a straight line from point A to point B. The most interesting and meaningful parts of our lives are often the detours, the unexpected turns, and the serendipitous discoveries we make along the way. When we're fixated on a single outcome, we miss these opportunities. We see anything that doesn't directly lead to our goal as a waste of time or a failure. By releasing our attachment, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility. We become more adaptable, more curious, and more willing to follow a new path that it presents itself. This shift in perspective transforms our drive from a rigid, demanding force into a flexible, joyful exploration. We're no longer driven by the fear of not achieving our goal, but by the excitement of discovering what's next. Detaching from outcomes without losing drive is about shifting your focus from results to the process itself. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.